My last name is Sarkovic. This is the Sarko Longevity channel. Today we're gonna talk about autophagy. Autophagy, the art of letting the body heal itself. What if healing didn't come from adding more, but from stepping back? What if your body didn't need another supplement, another rule, another solution, but simply the space? Today we are talking about autophagy, not as a trend, not as a challenge, but as a biological rhythm your body always has known. A quiet intelligence built into your cells, waiting for the moments of stillness to begin its work. What autophagy really is. Autophagy is always translated as self-eating, but that name misses the point. Autophagy is self-renewal. It's the process when your body looks inward and asks, what no longer serves me? Damaged proteins, old cellular parts, waste that's been quietly accumulating. Instead of letting that clutter remain, the body breaks it down, recycles what's useful, and clears space for something stronger. Like pruning a tree so the new growth can appear. Like cleaning the lens so the image sharpens again. This isn't distraction, it's refinement. Why modern life silences it? For most of human history, food came in waves, not constant. There were meals, and then there was waiting. But modern life erased the waiting. We snack, we sip, we eat late, early, emotionally, habitually. And every time we do, our body receives the same message. No need to repair. We are busy digesting. Insulin stays elevated. Growth mode stays on. Repair mode stays quiet. Autophagy doesn't disappear, it just never gets the microphone. What happens when it wakes up? When autophagy is allowed to rise, something subtle changes. People describe lighter energy, clearer thinking, reduced inflammation, and skin that looks rested. But deeper than that, body becomes more efficient. Cells function better. Mitochondria, your energy engines work cleaner. The body wastes less and restores more. The aging doesn't stop, but it becomes less chaotic, and that matters. How to practice autophagy in real life? Autophagy isn't something you force, it's something you allow. You don't switch it like a button. You create the conditions where it naturally rises. The simplest place to begin is night. Not eating late into the night. Not rushing to eat the moment you wake. Leaving a stretch of quiet between the dinner and the next meal. For many bodies, 14 hours is enough to begin the conversation. 16 hours lets it deepen. This doesn't have to look dramatic. It can look like dinner finishing earlier, morning starting slower, coffee or tea without sweetness. Meals eaten intentionally, not constantly. Autophagy responds to consistency, not heroics. When the body recognizes the familiar rhythm, periods of nourishment followed by periods of rest, it stops panicking and starts repairing. This is where the benefits compound. What makes autophagy stronger without going too far? Autophagy is amplified not by hunger, but by metabolic calm. Meals that support it are rich in healthy fats, anchored by vegetables and fiber, moderate in protein, low in sugar and refined starch. When blood sugar stays stable, the body doesn't feel chased. Movement helps, but gently. Walking, light strength, stretching. Stress does the opposite. The body cannot repair itself while it believes it's under threat. Autophagy flourishes in safety, the part no one talks about enough. Autophagy is powerful, and anything powerful deserves respect. This is not a competition, not a badge of discipline, not a test of willpower. For some bodies, fasting feels clarifying. For others, it feels destabilizing. Autophagy practices should be paused or avoided during pregnancy or breastfeeding. recovery from eating disorders, periods of emotional or physical stress, certain medical conditions if fasting creates anxiety, obsession, dizziness, or fatigue. That is not healing. That is a signal. True longevity is not built through constant pushing. It's built through attunement. The goal is not to override hunger forever. The goal is to reintroduce the natural pulses and then return to nourishment without guilt. Autophagy is a long-term practice, not a phase. Autophagy works best when it's woven quietly into life, not announced, not tracked obsessively, not performed for approval. Just practiced. Days of gentle fasting, days of full nourishment, sessions where the body needs more, sessions where it needs less. Longevity doesn't come from extremes, it comes from trust. Autophagy reminds us that healing doesn't always require action. Sometimes it requires restraint. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for your body is to stop interfering and let it remember what it already knows. Repair is not loud. Renewal is not dramatic. It happens quietly, in the space between meals, in the pause between demands, in the moments when the body is finally allowed to come back to itself. Here's where fasting comes in, not as deprivation, but as a signal. Autophagy doesn't require extremes. For most people, simply not eating 14 to 16 hours is enough to whisper to the body, "You have time now, you can clean, you can repair." A consistent eating window, 6 to 8 hours, is often more powerful than dramatic fasts done occasionally, because the body trusts rhythm, not shock. What you eat shapes the process. Autophagy doesn't respond only for absence of food, it responds to context. Meals built around healthy fats, fiber-rich vegetables, and moderate proteins. This support repair, but meals high in sugar, refined carbs, and constant stimulation do the opposite. Protein is important, but excess protein tells the body to grow, not to clean. Longevity lives in the balance between the two. Autophagy have quiet helpers. During fasting periods, simplicity matters. Water, decaffeinated coffee, green tea, nothing sweet. Movement helps too. Walking, gentle strength, stretching. Stress does not. Sleep is where autophagy completes its work. Miss sleep long enough and your repair becomes fragmented. Autophagy is powerful. It means it should be approached with respect. This is not for pregnancy, recovery from disordered eating, or periods of extreme stress. Listening to the body is part of the practice. Longevity is not built through force. The philosophy of autophagy. Autophagy reminds us of something we've forgotten. That rest is productive. That less can be healing. That the body knows what to do when we stop interrupting it. Health is not about constant input, it's about timing. Moments of nourishment, moments of pause, moments where the body is finally left alone to do what it's always done best: repair, renew, and begin again. Subscribe if you found this meaningful.